Alright, Shanno here. So today I'm going to be showing you a tutorial on how to do interface designs. Right, so what I've got here are some of uh, inside, no I can't pronounce it. Inside's interface designing. These are top 50 designs here for them, but what I want to do in this tutorial is how to start you off on the basic designs of how they get the shapes and how they plan it out, rather than just going jumping in and doing the technical wiring like all these here and all the orbs and whatnot. Right, so what you want to do, well, I'm going to show you what you have to do to start off. Right, so basically the first thing that you want to do is plan out your design and all the different layers that you want to do, like how it's going to look, all the different shapes and size. I've started off with this. Right, basically what I've done is use my pen tool and just do basic shapes. Right, so then what I plan to do after that is start to color these shapes in and start to highlight them, do whatever to give them that effect of interfacing. Right, but before I do that, I have to mark out where I want to actually do all the different highlights, all the different lowlights, all the different shadings, and what colors I want each layer to be. Right, so these two layers here, right, layer layer 2 copy and layer 3 is what I want to have colored in, and these are going to be blue or whatever. Then I'm going to be using this layer 1 copy to as the background, but it's going to be highlighted and whatnot. So as I do this, just take note of what I'm actually trying to do here. I normally use the shading and highlight tools was it for all the different glowy effects and whatnot, but anyways, I'll get right into it. Right, so first of all, what I'm going to do for these two layers here are just use color overlay and change them to blue. Right, actually that's too bright. Yeah, I'm going to bring it down to about here so it can actually have a bit of highlighted on it. Yeah. Now, next I'm going to choose this color. Just was a kind of the color chooser, and then just choose that color, and then go into color overlay, click that, and then just click over here on the little color swatch thing. Yeah, and then just click OK, and so right. So here you've got your basic design, and what you want to do now is just was a marker where you want all your highlights to be. Right, doesn't have to be was it very technical or anything like that. All I want to do is give a brief outline of where you want your highlights. So just make a new layer and just actually give it a bit of a softer brush. Yeah, so say just around here and so on. Then to have just do highlights going across here. Doesn't have to be accurate or anything, just random little bits, pieces here and there. Then you want highlights to go there and maybe there and there. Just wherever, actually I think this, whoops, this highlight here doesn't look too good, so I'm gonna get rid of that one. Now remember this, I'm only actually like I'm only learning how to do interfacing tutorials, so I'm only giving you this based on my own opinion and my own like knowledge of interfacing. Right. So basically, next what you want to do is then just bring down the opacity of this just so you can actually still see it. Right. Next, when you're doing highlighting and like making the gradients on these, just use the dodge and burn tool, like for making burn tool for making it darker, and the dodge tool for making it brighter. Right, so I'm going to use dodge tool here. So I'm going to go mid-tones and put about 80%. Bring up the size of my brush and make sure it's a soft brush. And we're going to choose this layer here. Bring down the size of this a bit, just to about 700 or something. Right. So see, it's not really doing anything on mid-tones. Just bring down, and there's no shadow, so it's basically just highlights. Ah crap, I forgot to actually, before you do anything, I forgot to mention this. Just see these layers here. Since you have a color overlay, it won't do anything to them, because the cover and the color overlay will just cover over any highlights or lowlights. So what you want to do is create a new layer, highlight both of them, and then just click Control E to to merge the both layers together. Then start doing the highlights. Right, so next, so now you can do the highlights and whatnot. And now do on this. Actually, I think I've used too much of I think I've highlighted this too much. Bring the brush, bring exposure down to about say 30 or so. And just start clicking around where you think is right. Okay. So then go to your other layer, this one here, and do the same thing. Just I'm gonna bring down the size because that's the smaller layer. But yeah. So alright. So next, then as you can see, now you come to your bottom layer and just bring this size up to about 800-900 or so, and then just wrong brush, go to your dodge tool, bring the size up to about 900. Ah crap. Done that bit wrong now. Sorry about this. I'm a bit sleepy, so forgetting about all the layers and everything. Anyways, yeah, so I'll start that layer out down a minute. I'll just get this bottom layer and start doing highlights on it. as you can see, it's starting to take a bit of light and whatnot, so it's starting to get quite bright and so on and so forth. Now there are other ways of doing this. You can use new layers and use brush tool and set them to overlay and whatnot. But I kind of like doing that because it gives a smoother edge. But sometimes I do this because it's quicker. Now I'll come back to this layer because I forgot about it. Yeah, so bring this down a bit. Right, so next, what I kind of do sometimes, well, what I've done in my last interface, I start doing just set this to overlay, and as you can see, it's